Yeah, hey Karen, I'm right outside of Mercedes-Benz Stadium right now in the Home Depot backyard. And believe it or not, there's a bunch of fans already here having a good time. But I will say, you know, Frank DeBoer's comments, they're kind of overshadowing tonight's match. And it's a big one. It's a fun one, really, for Atlanta United. They won the MLS Cup Championship, so they were allowed to host this game against the best team in the Mexican League. Now, Frank DeBoer, as you mentioned, he did say that the men's and women's national teams should not be paid equally. He says that's just a ridiculous thought. I think it is important to point out that his original comments, well, they were made in an interview with The Guardian, and he's a native of the Netherlands, and recently the Royal Dutch Football Association decided to guarantee equal pay for men's and women's national team players by the year 2023. So that's why those comments came about, because he was asked about that. Now, I do want to say that earlier today, he released a statement clarifying his remarks. It says in part, "I do believe when it comes to the economics of the game, as popularity keeps increasing, it will lead to increased revenue and higher salaries in the women's game, which is fantastic and what we all want to see. I am proud to be a part of a club that embraces equality, and I apologize for any distraction this has become for our team and organization." Now, I did just speak to a fan moments ago, and believe it or not, she agrees with him.
They should get paid on their popularity and how much money they're bringing in. You know, if a women's team is not bringing in as much money as this team, it's kind of unrealistic for them to get paid as much. Even as a woman, I am cool with it. I mean, if we're more popular and we're not getting paid as much, that's another story. That's definitely not okay. But, you know, this team is so popular and they just happen to be men.
So I do think, obviously, fans will have different thoughts about his comments, and whether it's right or wrong, you know, it's just an opinion. Now, I do want to say I'm interested in knowing how the fans tonight are going to respond when he steps out on the field. Are we going to hear some boos, or are we going to hear a loud welcome? We all know Atlanta United fans are the best in Atlanta. I'm not just saying that, they truly are. They come through every time they show up, they cheer. So that's what I'm looking for before tonight's match. I want to see what happens when he steps out on the field, and we will be here all night and let you know what happens. At 6, we're right back with more from fans on this very controversial topic, guys.
All right.